Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Bearded Ford Tech. If you are new here, please consider hitting subscribe. My phone is ringing. Decline. Anyway, we got a 2012 F-150 with a 3.5 liter. I'm going to talk about what's going on with this. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, 2012. Hey. 2012 model year. Oh, probably can't see that. 2012 model year, 3.5. Customer requested tune-up, so I already did the spark plugs because, you know, technically when you do a tune-up, you're just changing spark plugs because it's all tuned by the computer nowadays. But the customer also states that he has a coolant leak, and I pressure tested the system. Right now it's full, but I pressure tested the system earlier, and the water pump pulley, you can see it right there, it is actually leaking back behind down on the ground. So I got part of the air box disconnected, and I got to disconnect this portion right here, which is this tube, and then not that tube, but the one underneath down there. I got to disconnect that, which is that guy right there. That way I can get in to the water pump, which is back behind there. Going up, hit that subscribe button, guys. Going up. Hey, you wanna go for a ride? So you guys are going up with the truck. And see, I'll show you in a minute. There's coolant on the ground already. That's where I run down the water pump and then back down behind. I don't have to go up that high. Set you guys down on the locks. Coolant, ouch, on the ground. You can see where it was running out. But if you look, there's the water pump way up there. You actually see it. That's the crank, right there. There. But I gotta get that hose and that hose off. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. There's little clips right there. I call these the oh crap clips because once they go flying, it's like, oh crap, where did it go? Oh, come on. I have to lower you down. And we're off. And we're all up top there, and I'm just shoving it up through. I'll grab it in a minute. Now I gotta get this one over here. That guy. Huh? Chris said he'll be right back. With the zero drive in the tight spot. This is the tube that runs up It goes across the other side. Probably could just disconnect it from right there. Yeah, I'll just disconnect it from here. It'll be alright. Probably can't see what I'm doing, and I apologize. Oh, yeah, too easy. Leave that like that. Now I can go back up top and disconnect everything I need to disconnect up there. All right, so the first tube we disconnected is this one. I just get it up out of the way. Make a turbo pipe pile. The second one we disconnected is this one. So I'm going to unbolt that. Can you see that bolt right there? There. That 8mm bolt right there. It is hot. It's like 103 degrees. Whew. How's the weather where all you guys are? So this may be a two-part video. First part taking the pump out, second part putting the pump in. So there's that. And then it's gotta cool up. All right, snake the pipe out. It goes like that. That goes down to the turbo. There's a clamp right there. Then you gotta, that goes inside that rubber bushing right down there. Obviously the 8mm bolt, and then that clamp. Making some headway. All right. Now we're about to make a mess, just to let you know. So, push that up out of the way. I can pull that up and push it out of the way. That'll give me room to all my hoses down here. And then we can, let me get a bucket under here because we're about to make a mess. All right, we're about to take that hose off. So if I can find somewhere to put my light. Or is that too shiny for you guys? Is that too shiny? Might be able to do this in one hand. Hook the tool. There's the clamp. And it's gonna dump coolant everywhere. Ouch. I know you guys probably can't see what I'm doing, and I apologize. It's a kind of a tight spot. Come on. There we go. I hate these hose clamps. How about you guys? You guys hate these hose clamps? That's why I hate these hose clamps. You know what? Oh, I got a tool for that. You know what that tool is? You can actually get these on the merchandise store. Boom! Irwin, adjustable So make sure you check out the merchandise channel or the merchandise store. I'll leave a link down in the description as well. It'll probably be in the tag products as well. And here it comes. And let's get a better bite. There we go. And right down into my bucket, mostly in my bucket. And then I'm going to take this here hose off and that there hose off. And the rest of it comes poured out. Broke that seal. I'd say this thing's been on there since 2012. After fighting with that for about 10 minutes. I bet none of that got into my bucket. Actually, yeah, it did, because I went down to the skid plate and then just running through. So, sweet. Thermostat. Wish I had more lighting. Which I do need to go buy some more lights. I left my overhead actually at the house, otherwise you guys would be able to see much better what I'm doing. And these grip right gloves, man, I think I tell you, I've been wearing this pair all day. Some tight spots on these ecoboosts now. Tight spots. I'm just trying to get down so I can break these 10mm nut or bolts loose on the pulley. That way I can just take the belt off. Just not got to move all this out of the way. Which somebody put a band clamp up here. I'm just going to take it off, so I can move this entire hose out of the way. Sorry, forearm. Anyway. Wow. Somebody did a job on this one. I think they glued it. That's not cool. All this for a hose clamp? Maybe, I don't know if they glued that or not. I'll have to find out. Irwin pliers to the rescue. There we go. Jesus. Okay, that's an at-home repair. I guess he had a leak there. That is glued on there, I do believe, with a clamp. So I ended up just disconnecting it from their union so I can just move this over out of the way like that, which will give me access to this. So, there's a bolt, and I gotta change that O-ring, which I do have. So let's get that off of there. All right, there's a bolt there, and then there's one just diagonal from that on the other side, and then there's one there, and then there's one underneath. But see this pipe right here? Probably where the tip of my finger is. There's an O-ring in there, and I gotta be careful so I don't pull this out from underneath the intake. So let's see if I can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It is so hot. Yeah, if this will work. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't want to pull that off. I hate this thing. And come on. Oh, nope, nope. It's about the stupidest design ever. Okay, after a little bit of prying and pulling, and it's off. So, and that's a 10. Milwaukee to the rescue. Oh yeah, we're loosening that one. And my tension, whoa. My tensioner. Tensioner right here. And I grabbed the wrong size. the right one? No? Maybe I had the right size to begin with. Or maybe I didn't. I had one size up. I had a 16 and it's a 15. Yeah, there we go. Pull up. So, I get a better bite. Alright, camera turned off because it overheated. Now, back to the grind. Where was I at? You guys saw me take off the water pump pulley bolts. And where did my flashlight go? I just had it. And oh, I found it. And you saw me take off the belt down there. So continue to get that out. Just leave it there, it's fine. And so we got one, I don't know if you can actually see it. 1, 2, 3, I gotta take these. The new pump comes with a new pulley. So that's cool. One. Two. Trying to get that hose out of your way so you can see what I'm doing. 3. I will compare the new pulley to the old pulley so you can, not pulley, excuse me, man, words. Pump. New pump to the old pump so you can see what bolt holes I'm talking about. Don't need that anymore because we have a new one in the box. So this is a new one. Okay, we're gonna have this one, this one, this one, this one, and then the diameter around it. And then the thermostat bolts to this. And it comes with a new gasket already attached. So now that that's out of the way, I'm trying to see if I can. Ugh. And I need my 8. My 1/4-inch Milwaukee is no longer living. It decided it doesn't want to be here anymore. So where's my 0 drive? Found it. Actually, no, I think my Milwaukee works. It just doesn't want to tighten. I think it'll loosen. The teeth are stripped out in it. So I just need to fix it. Replace the teeth or whatever it is. There's one down there. There's one down here. And I already got that. All right, cool. Now let me see if it will work. It doesn't want to go backwards. That sucks. It'll go forward, but not backward. So, sorry. Looks like I'm going shopping. But what I like to do is I'll set the pump down the way it goes. As I take the bolts out, I'll stick them where I took it out of. You don't have to do that. It's you can do the old cardboard trick where you draw out what it looks like. That's the oldest trick in the book. But what I do when I have the new part, I'll put the bolts in to the new part so I know which bolt to go where. And which one was that? See, look, that's why I do that. As soon as we get this off, we'll take a look at where it failed. I'm making some racket over there in the corner, guys. I'm sorry. And do mentally noted to bring my overhead light from the house. That way you guys can see better what I am working on. Deal? All right, deal. Too easy, right? Too easy. And one more. It's the one that you guys can't see. I know you can't see it. And again, I apologize that you can't see that. All right. I guess I gotta tap-a-roo. Shouldn't take much. There it goes. Oh. Oh. So I believe our problem is down here on this hose, which is this O-ring that's inside here. You can see where it was leaking. It was seeping out of that. I don't see anything. Well, kind of hard to tell now, but actually a little bit out of the weep hole. Some of the old crusties down inside the weep hole, it may have been leaking out of there too. But I know for sure it was leaking around the backside of the engine. So we'll go ahead and get the new one stuck up there. And then part two will be the installation of the rest of the components. How's that sound? So we'll go ahead and mount the new one, because I'm gonna need that O-ring right there. You know what? I got something for that too. Best stuff on the market. Denko. Make sure all my surfaces are clean. And my GoPro's getting hot, or is my battery getting low? Hurry up and get this on so you guys can see it. No! No! Oh, come on. Ugh. Just need to get these finger tight. Or not even finger tight, I can start it with my fingers. Because remember, we got that O-ring that's on the bottom. On my fingers, pulling it up. I will go torque it here in a minute, and you guys can watch me torque it. How about that? So, because people don't think that we torque things, and we do. If my battery doesn't die. Okay, it calls for 89 inch-pounds and then 45 degrees. So we're going to go ahead and do the 89 inch-pounds first. See, finger tight won't even close. Let me tighten these a little more. All right, tighten them up just a little bit. That way, I can get my 89 inch-pounds back on it, because I was not going to sit there and do that with a torque wrench all the time. 1. 2. 3. 4. 'Guess I missed one. Did I get that one? I think I got that one. Yeah, I got that one. All right, and then we go 45 degrees. All right, camera about to die. Okay, camera hot, literally about to die. There may not be a part two. You saw me put the pump on. It's basically just connecting. I'm waiting on two hoses, or not hoses, but O-rings anyway. There may be a part two, just me filling it up and burping the system and test driving. Other than that, I appreciate you guys. I love you. Thank you for sticking around. I know it's been a while. Make sure you hit the merchandise store, buy some merchandise, and I will see you guys on the next one.